now we're young and soon will die. Nothing lasts forever.
Welcome back everyone to Fluffy Flamingos. I'm so excited to show you guys this. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. I finally got around to printing and framing some of my photography. Isn't that dope? I don't know if you guys remember this one. This is from my V12 lifestyle days when I was working for that crappy company. You remember that? Someone's calling me. Ignore. Yeah, I just did like a little collage of their guitar that was just in the room. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty sick. I got one more. This one's probably my favorite. What do you think? This is from my trip to Phoenix. So I did that video, that Infinity B-roll with Liam, and we got some sick photos out of it. I think it looks awesome. It looks pristine, professional even. And I think they're gonna look really good in my house, my new house. That's right, guys. I'm moving. Again, I've moved around a lot on this channel. In the last 5 years, I think I've moved like 6 times, because I moved from New York to Utah. So that's the first one. Then I moved out of my parents' house to a college dorm. Then I moved back into my parents' house for like 2 weeks before the wedding. Then I moved into my in-laws' house for a year. I've been here for a year. And I'll be moving again down south towards like St. George area, like towards the border of Nevada. I'm so excited. There's so many pluses to going down there. Like, there's not that much winter. I hate winter. It's the worst. It'll be a lot warmer. The housing is cheaper, so that's a great plus. The jobs pay better. Emily will probably get a job working for the national parks in the area, so that's awesome. A big dream of hers probably coming true. I think it'll be a really good spot for our new addition to the family. I don't mean we're pregnant. I mean a dog. See that, guys? That's called misdirection. And it's not like this house has been bad, per se. I mean, it's kind of been bad. I really like the house itself. The location and the property itself is good. But Emily and I just have a couple of big drawbacks from living here. Like, number one, we don't have our own mail key, so we can't check the mail ourselves, which really annoys us. The landlord has to check it. Speaking of which, they're really loud and they live right above us. So anytime I do a podcast or video, I have to like redo stuff, or sometimes I just miss it. And in the final edit, you can hear thumping. It's like they're moving furniture like bowling every day for hours. I have no idea what they're doing up there and why it does it every day. It's insane. Also, not to mention all the frickin' spiders. I am sick and tired of the spiders around here. Thankfully, it's winter, so we don't see as many. But in the summertime, it was like every day. And we finally found the hole they're coming through. So we're going to plug them up and they'll never come here again. And if they do, you know what happens. We let them outside and stay out. But yeah, a dog. We're finally excited to get a dog. It's been forever since I've had one, and it kills me to not have a dog. My entire life I've lived with dogs, and it's so weird not having one. Take a look at us in this future picture we're gonna take. Look at that. So beautiful. Anyway, I was just really excited to show you guys those prints, and I thought, you know, you guys probably would like a little segue to know the update that we're moving again. So get ready, because eventually this room's gonna start looking bare, and then we're gonna have a vlog about moving down there and all that stuff. However, this video is about something different. It's a late birthday gift I got last month. And it's so cool. I got these 6 silver and gold playing cards. Now, admittedly, I thought the camera was filming, but I guess the battery died immediately after pressing record. And I had no idea until I got to this point. So I opened the silver ones. I was like, yeah, guys, I opened the gold ones, but let's open the silver ones together. Now we can't even do that. So you suck, camera. Please don't shut off. I don't want bad luck. I didn't want to jinx myself. But I do have these cool playing cards that my parents were able to give me. And we'll take a look at them. I mean, these are definitely on the more plasticky side of playing cards, so they can't fan so well or spread very well, but look at those dribbles. So, yeah, I mean, these are kind of wonky and bright. Take a good blinding look at these cards. They're really cool, though, and I think they're perfect for, like, cardistry stuff. And they're very reflective, so I'll show you a close-up in a second, but I could see the reflection of my hand on the cards. That's crazy. I say let's go give these guys a test drive. I think that'd be cool.
Everybody love money. Everybody love dough. Everybody love paper. Everybody want more, so stay making money. Stay making money. Stay making money. Making dollars. Making money. Everybody love money. Everybody love dough. Everybody love paper. Everybody want more, so stay making money. Making money. I stay making money. Everybody get dough. That money talk, that money green, want money. Everybody love dough. Everybody love paper. Making money. I stay making money. Everybody get dough.
Today I wanted to talk about my collection, which is over there. And I have to move this stupid microphone. Okay. Here's my collection. And as you can see, so this box here is actually for cassette tapes. And there's 100 of these decks of cards in these slots. But as you can see, my collection is overflowing. There's more in this corner, more up here, more in the closet. If I had to estimate, I have somewhere around 150 cards, decks of cards, more or less. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I have two facts to tell you. One is that my collection, if it is 150 cards, the average deck of cards is about $7.50 if you're getting like these premium things. Some are $10, bicycles are like $2. But on average, in sum, 150 decks of cards is somewhere roughly around $1,130. That's a lot of money, guys. Do you know what you could buy with $1,130? I could have bought 2 of these cameras. I could have paid rent with some left over. I could fix the issues going on with my car right now and still have some left over. That's a lot of money. A lot of money, guys. A lot. Just in case it didn't drill in your head enough. The second fact is, you don't need all of this to be a good magician or cardist. You don't need it. Is this bothering you guys? Just seeing my voice show up on the screen? Maybe I'll change it. Let's make it something pretty. Cards. Wallpaper. There you go. Something not so ugly. Stuff is nonsense. Like, you don't need it to be good at magic or at cardistry, you know? Just buy bricks of bicycle cards. It's like $12 for 12 decks of cards. It's insane. Being a card collector or hoarder, it's an expensive hobby. And it doesn't necessarily help you excel at becoming a magician or cardist. It just makes you look like you know what you're talking about. That's about it, really. And it's like what I have said previously about being a cameraman or editor or anything like that. When it comes to photo and film, it's not the camera that makes you good. Obviously, some will have better quality, like some of these have a B9 finish, whereas Bicycle just has an air cushion finish, you know? There are differences, and I'm not gonna lie, some feel better than others. But going back to the camera stuff, it's not the equipment that makes you good. You're not as good as your equipment. You're as good as the time and effort you put into these things. If I were to give someone this, who's never done a magic trick, never done cardistry, never even heard of these things, if I just give this to them and say, okay, flourish, do a trick, I 100% guarantee you they can't, no matter how good these feel. The gold and silver cards that I just messed around with, they don't feel great, to be honest. They're not exactly smooth. But the thought counts, and I love them. I think they're so cool. They look amazing. They're insanely reflective. It's like a gold mirror. But just because they're not great quality or because it's not what I'm used to, it doesn't mean that my skill just disappears. It doesn't mean I just can't do magic anymore. This video, as topsy-turvy and wild as it is, not really any specific point here, is a reminder to keep going, keep pushing forward, and don't give up. Don't worry about having the right cards, because that's not it. It's about having the right hands and the right heart, and you guys have that. Go out there and keep practicing. Our next episode will be Silent Mind, so you better warm up if you're going to be binging this. And if not, then... and if you're watching this as they release, then I'll see you guys in that episode, and you guys better, you know, get your inner move monkey going, because we're gonna have a good one. It's one of my favorite go-to effects, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it too. Make the best of it. If you guys want to start collecting, cool. Like, there's nothing against that. I'm not saying don't collect, don't hoard like me, but just be aware of what you're doing. If you know you have the money, you can spend it, go for it. But don't like waste all this money if one day we're gonna be looking back and be like, oh my gosh, $1,130, so much stuff I could have bought. That's not this waste of space. But if you're interested, then keep watching these unboxings, because I know what I'm getting, except for those Beowulf cards. I'll never live that down. That was a terrible, terrible deck of cards. Otherwise, that's it for the video. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Fluffy Flamingos. Peace.